I want to tell you a interesting story that I had that relates to mental health. And it's actually kind of weird for me, not in a negative sense, but just in the sense that I didn't think I was ever going to do this. So during the pandemic, I was struggling with some things and I decided to go for a walk for a few hours. After which, I went to a friend's place and I ended up drinking a pop and stuff, hanging out for a little bit, and then left with the can. For some reason, I decided to sit down on a curb and start playing with the can. So I ended up twisting it, breaking it, all of that sort of stuff. But for some reason, I had the idea to use this broken can to engage in the harming of myself. Now, something you got to know about me is that I'm very physically sensitive, so if I feel someone touching me or if I feel pain, I usually feel that pretty intensely. Some things more than others, but you get the idea. So using the can to do that to my arms actually hurt a lot. But I remember sitting there doing it and feeling the pain, the physical pain, but also feeling relief and also being scared about the fact that I was having this experience and feeling this relief. And also scared because I actually got to that point in my life. So after that one time of doing it, I stopped and I haven't done it since. It was made worse by the fact that the people that I was hanging around with didn't really seem to notice or care that that was happening. But even though that aspect of things just made everything so much worse, I again decided not to harm myself ever again. And it's interesting too because I knew why people did that sort of thing to themselves, or at least the possible reasons as to why someone could do that. But after having actually done it, it's like I understand in a different way. Like I genuinely had this experience and I know how it feels and I understand why someone could continue to do it. I don't really know how to explain that feeling of release. I just know that that's what it was. And so I understand why others do that as well. With that said, however, this is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I wanted to share that personal story in order to open up a little bit, to spread awareness about these sorts of things as well, and to hopefully be helpful and encouraging to others. To say that this is something you can deal with, this is something you can overcome, and people will care if this continues to happen or if something worse happens to you. So if you have a story dealing with this kind of activity, let me know in the comments. And make sure we're checking up on the men in our lives, at least to make sure that they're doing okay.